We've been talking a lot about the NFL draft, new players coming into the Chicago Bears, but with new players, it means that some current Bears could lose their spots. On today's episode, C-Dub, Bobby, and myself, we're going to discuss the players on the Bears right now that shouldn't feel too safe in their current roles. We're going to get into all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got C-Dub, Bobby, myself, Haize in the building today. And fellas, we're here to discuss Bears that shouldn't be going into the season too damn safe. Who wants to start this one off?
I'll throw a curveball to start us off. We discussed this a little bit earlier, and I said I wasn't gonna say it, but I must just say it and listen to the context behind it. Tyrique Stevenson. I know we had a discussion about him actually last laugh that we had and how good he was, and he wasn't as bad as everybody think he was. This has nothing to do with Tyrique Stevenson. I think that Terrell Smith is a terrific young player as well. They both came in at, I think, the same draft class, and Terrell Smith has did nothing but play well every time he came into the game. I actually don't remember a negative impact, a negative play from Terrell Smith. You know what I'm saying? So just a little curveball to start it off. Tyrique Stevenson, I still think he's a good player, but it has nothing to do with him. It has to do with Terrell Smith.
I ain't mad at it, but I'm going to disagree wholeheartedly with it. I don't think that it's going to be Terrell Smith edging in that starting lineup personally. Yes, Tyrique Stevenson got to get his emotions in control and remain focused throughout the duration of the game. But I think that, guys, when you bring in a coaching staff of Dennis Allen and a defensive back coach like Al Harris, yeah, to your point, it's definitely to put guys on notice. But I think those two guys working in tandem for that defensive backfield is going to be able to get the best out of that young player. The player that I'm going with, and I think is, y'all know where I'm going. I'm going with DeAndre Swift. And it's not because I don't think he's not going to have a role with the Chicago Bears. It's just simple. I think that when we watched him last season, I pretty much at the Indianapolis game, y'all know I attended, and I was out there tailgating and was ticked off and had to go home mad as ever leaving that damn stadium, because it was just like, bro, I understand that the offensive line was a question mark, but it was just too many examples, you know what I'm saying, of him not being able to hit the A gap, hit the B gap when the lane was there. You know, it's not going to be the widest gap in the NFL, but the lane was there, and he wanted to have those moments to try to bounce it out. And the way that we look at football, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all will agree. Those running backs that like to bounce it out outside, yes, it could be a big game. Yes, it can be a home run hit, but it can also be a drive killer because you can take yards away from your team. And then last point, I'm looking at what Eric Bieniemy said about DeAndre Swift. He said, and quote, now more than anything, we got to make sure that he understands that he can find 4.5 between the tackles, but also hit the home run when he needs to. So he got to be able to hit the lane, pick up what you can, so you can help your team sustain drives. It's not always about hitting your head on the goalpost.
I like both your picks. I think especially C-Dub saying because of Terrell Smith. I think Tyrique Stevenson has proven himself to be better, but that's under a completely different system. We know that these corners and defensive backs are going to be used a lot different ways under Dennis Allen, in more creative ways, and maybe some of those ways play into Terrell Smith being the guy. We'll see there. As far as DeAndre Swift as well, I got to agree with Bobby. I think that if the Bears felt like DeAndre Swift was a for sure, to keep in mind, this is just that the role change. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get cut, but the role changing. If the Bears felt that confident over DeAndre Swift, we wouldn't hear so much about running back. I think that plays a part into that, right? And keep in mind, Ben Johnson already had DeAndre Swift. He already decided that he needed a different one running back, right? So all those things play a huge part into all of that. I think there was a great picks. I'm gonna go the one that's the most obvious here. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say Tyreek Stevenson, but C-Dub went Tyreek Stevenson. So I guess I'm gonna have to put the obvious one. Braxton Jones. Braxton Jones needs to be looking over his shoulder right now. His limpy ass. He needs to be looking over his shoulder because you never know. First of all, hold on. Bears Huddle Podcast. Listen, I'm gonna say this, bro. We got much love for you. You've been saying the same thing for the last 3 streams. We know you from the UK. We support you. We rock with you, my boy. Y'all go support Bears Huddle Podcast over there. You ain't just come in here and interact. They gonna come fuck with you if you just come in here and talk your shit, bro. We got you. If we didn't want you promoting your shit in here, best believe we would have been on your head by now. We love you. We got you. I rock with you. Just interact, bro. They gonna come fuck with you. Nonetheless, all right, bro. Braxton is done. I don't care what it is, whether it's at the start of the season, whether it's at the end of the season. Braxton Jones' time with the Chicago Bears are done. The only way that I see Braxton Jones staying with the Chicago Bears at the end of the season, if he has a Pro Bowl level year, I don't think that's happening.
And nothing in between, huh? Nothing in between, Drip?
No, because I mean, I between Kiran Amegadjie, them already looking at drafting another tackle, and even the tackles that are projected to be in next year's draft as well, I don't see how you can pay. I don't see Braxton Jones. He hasn't done anything to be worth paying because of all those situations. And for him to do something that shows, hey, I need to stay around here, I'm worth paying, to me, you got to be a Pro Bowler.
I think that's a fair point. And I think that, like, when Ben Johnson during the owners meeting, I let y'all know my concerns with some of the comments that Ben Johnson said. I know Ben Johnson is going to give him an opportunity, but I think coming off an ankle injury and you wanting this guy to put on more weight, that's a lot of things to balance out. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's not capable of doing it, but it's definitely something to watch out for. And we already know he got the famous, here you go. He gonna back it on, you know what I'm saying, right into cap because the bull rush is hurting him. But I think that we'll see what the coaching staff is able to get out of him. But I do have my concerns, so I'm not mad at the selection with Braxton Jones.
You can't be mad. I think that's an obvious one. What about this one? Tyson Bagent. Maybe y'all think he's safe.
I think it might be what's best for him.
Y'all think it's safe for Tyson Bagent with Case Keenum? I like Austin Reed. I think he got that, like, what's Scooby-Doo the little dog? What's that thing?
Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo. He got a little Scrappy-Doo attitude, Austin Reed do. And Case Keenum, he just been in the league forever. He a dinosaur. Who you have more trust and who you going to give more trust and responsibility to if something, knock on wood, happens? So you will go for Case or you will go for Tyson? I think I'll go with Case Keenum.
I think it'll be best for Tyson Bagent. He already put out there that he want an opportunity to start in his league. And I think that right now, for the way that I want to structure the team, y'all know it early before Case Keenum even came on board, I was looking at a vet like Teddy Bridgewater simply because I want this to be a seamless flow of communication. Ben Johnson, Declan Doyle, Case Keenum. I'm not saying Tyson is not capable of being that other voice, but I trust the guy that been around the league a lot more, been in certain systems, a lot of systems, has some success as a starter, been in the playoffs, to be the guy that's in the ear in pressure moments, to be like, hey, Caleb, dig deep. Don't get too greedy. Hey, on the last time we did this play in the first quarter, we gonna call it again. Hey, look out for this. If it's there, you hit it. I need that type of experience because I seen the experience of a Marcus Mariota and what he was able to do for Jaden Daniels. Not saying it's going to be like that, so relax, y'all. But I'm just saying that veteran presence for guys who's been around the league and been in a lot of systems, I think they can benefit a young quarterback like Caleb Williams a lot more.
Yeah, facts. It's Steven, I think you need to really grasp the whole concept of what I said. It's not just, I didn't just say, oh, Braxton needs to play at a Pro Bowl level. I see you got to look at the complete situation around him and how easy it is to replace players, right? Tevin Jenkins is above average per all the stats that you're going to look at.
Absolutely.
He's out of here, right? Period. Roquan Johnson. Roquan Smith was an well above average linebacker, but he's not here. You know why? The money, right? So those are the things that play into it right now. I've said many times, Braxton is perfectly serviceable. The bull rush is an issue for him, but with everything going on, that's where I get to it. As far as Bagent, I to Bobby's point, I think that Bagent, it's probably best for Bagent's career for him to go to a spot where he can have a chance maybe to get some starts here. It's not coming here in Chicago. It's just not coming.
Yeah.
So y'all think it's just a quick question on this deal. Y'all think it's a possibility that he get released or something like that?
It would be stupid to release him. I think you got to make a team. I'll give you an offer of something for him.
And I think they would be able to get that too.
Yeah.
With his tape that he got out there. Good luck to you if that happens.
Yeah, I think they'll be able to do something. But like I said, as this team, as we're projecting, is going to win some football games, it's going to be a lot of faces that we're familiar with that might not be on the squad moving forward. Because you got to make those financial decisions. You just paid Kyler Gordon too. You know what I'm saying? You got Tremaine Edmonds tied up. You just spent over $50 million on your offensive line. And you got to be strategic about how you spend this money moving forward. That's why, hey, we pointed out to it plenty of times. These deals are matching up when it's time to pay Caleb. So we got to be mindful of that.
Yeah, that's a fact. We'll see what happens, man, as far as that. C-Dub, you did put this in our chat when we were talking about it. You did put Andrew Billings here.
Yes.
What do we feel like as far as that? And technically, he's already lost his role, right? He's not going to be a starter anymore. He was a starter last year. Yeah. But we have heard that the Bears are open for drafting a defensive tackle. Do you think that could push Andrew Billings even further down the depth chart this year?
I just think he's such, and I'm not trying to be funny, he's such a humongous human being. And the injury that he has, it's like, I'm not trying to be funny.
But it is
a big motherfucker,
though. He
big
is
as
a big,
yeah. And with those type of big guys, you don't know how they're gonna heal, how good are they gonna be when they come back from that said injury. It's a good possibility, bro, that he can lose his role in this Bears team. It's just a good possibility.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be an interesting thing to see. Plus, I think the Bears signed him to a relatively low deal when they re-upped on him. So they can definitely move him in and out. And then they, brought guys back like a Chris Williams while Billings was down. He was all right.
He was
you definitely need more out of him.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll see a change in the system, and I think it's all gonna come down to what Haize said when we first started this. Different system, different type of players, different requirements, and jobs that each player is gonna have to live up to, and then we'll see. But he is a run stuffer. He can occasionally get to the quarterback, so we'll see.
Gabe, your guy is slotted as the starter, Gabe. Drip.
They got who slotted as starter?
They got your guy. Noah Sewell is slotted as the starter right now.
Yeah, but they got him started because they need to list somebody as a strong side linebacker, but we already know there's going to be mainly 2 linebacker sets.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're going to run that Kyler Gordon. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They're going to have him.
But he should be happy. He's at least listed in this.
I mean, he's going to have an opportunity. I mean, listen, he's going to have an opportunity to show unless they draft a by the way, I'm telling y'all right now, I fell in love with the linebacker and watching tape. Danny Stutzman. Go and watch his tape. That motherfucker feels like a Chicago Bears linebacker. Go and watch what I tell y'all.
The linebacker, when I was watching linebackers, the one that I was like, hold on, this man is a monster. It's Chris Paul.
Oh, well, yeah. But Chris Paul's going to go high. Danny Stutzman's a guy that you could probably get in round 3. Yeah. But that dude's like, Chris Paul Jr., like, if they pick him, fuck a 2 linebacker set. You better run 3 linebackers in that.
Bro, you got to have that fella up in there. But yeah, I would definitely check him out. Check his tape. What do you think about some of the people that saying Cole Kmet? How y'all feel about his role possibly changing?
Oh,
I think the rumors have gotten to that, right? And I think a lot of people look at what Cole Kmet did last year, and much like they do it with Tyreek Stevenson, even though he's above average in just about every statistical category. People have all of a sudden made it seem like let's not forget he had several games with no targets, not be like several games where he wasn't even the most played tight end. Shane Waldron fucked up the momentum of Cole Kmet. Now, if they decide to go with Tyler Warren, then maybe I would agree. But as it stands right now, Cole Kmet is going to be. Under Ben Johnson, I see him having such a great season under Ben Johnson. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, I'm with Drip. It's just a small possibility that that Tyler Warren is going to be here in the Chicago Bears. If he's available and the Bears somehow get them, I expect Cole Kmet to go out there and be a competitor out there because this kid sure is. So this life, Cole Kmet, everybody's going to get a challenge. So you better step up to it because that kid, I'm telling you right now, that boy
that man is a monster for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely a monster. So, I mean, we'll see what the future does hold. I mean, anything is possible. There is one thing with bringing in a whole new coach, a competent coaching staff, is that they could just want to change some shit, right?
We hope so, Drip. We hope so.
You hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I tell you what, we can't have possibly 3 offensive linemen. We can't follow up Getsy with Waldron and then another bad offense.
Oh my God!
I lose my shit, bro.
We can't blame Doyle, right? He going straight to Ben, right? We ain't going to the OC. We go to Ben.
Going straight to Ben.
Straight to Ben. Oh, he got a lot of. Oh, you want to talk about pressure? Look in the NFC North.
Bro, you know what this is? And listen, I know some of y'all gonna feel where I'm saying and follow me through all I'm saying before y'all react. Not y'all. Y'all know I'm crazy. I'm talking about the listeners. Ben Johnson's coming in here is like when you date a chick after being in an abusive relationship. You gotta watch everything that you could do because it can set her off. That's what Ben Johnson's coming in here for, right? We've all been there. We've all either talked to, messed around with, or dealt with a woman that was in an abusive relationship. And that follow-up, that's one of the worst situations you could be because you can wake up, you can't even get mad at anything at that point in time. That's where you can't have an offense that looks shitty. Every time we see a screenplay, it sends us into PTSD.
Wait, Drew, we did overdo it with the screens last week. We was in PTSD. Every screen that got run, we was like, "Oh my God, here comes." Well, we gotta run this. It's a good play call.
Hey, that man Ben Johnson's third play gonna be a screenplay. Somebody,
bro, that was y'all remember last year, Steve-O? Like we were like Steve-O. It was the perfect. This is the situation you run the screenplay in. No, I'm tired of this shit. That's what we gotta do.
Or when he was like, "Get on the center." We definitely hating it.
Yeah, between that and the empty sets, come on now, y'all know what's coming.
That's so fucking right, bro. Every screen, we was like, "Oh fuck, here we go." Bro, it was a good play call, but we was so much in our PTSD, bro. That was a killer right there, Drip.
Oh, absolutely, bro. It's just like with the Bulls. Seeing a coach chew gum, I want to be like, "Hey, motherfucker,
get your fucking gum out right now."
I better not see Ben Johnson on the sideline chewing no gum, bro.
Oh my goodness. Don't even say it, nephew.
That's hilarious, man.
Try to tell you, because that boy, for real.
But anyone else, man, that we haven't mentioned?
Actually, I was trying to think, man.
I really think that's it. I mean, I'm looking at our depth chart and our starting lineup. I'm in a pretty good place with all of it, to be honest with you.
How about completely off the team? And nephew, know who I'm finna go after. This is my target. I'm not targeting him on purpose. I just didn't think anything that was good of him last season. He didn't do anything good. Karan.
Oh, he's not going nowhere no time soon. That's Ryan Pose's project. Karan's not going nowhere no time soon.
Bro, he's bad. He's really bad.
Was as a rookie. Let's see what he's gonna be in year 2.
Bro.
I told you, man.
Mo, I could have got.
If I'm not mistaken, though, he finished the season out with 3 solid games to finish the season, though.
And not in Yale. You talking about Yale?
I'm talking.
He bad, bro. He bad.
Look, I said give him a shot to get better coaching.
Why we doing this? We want to
because he only a year 2 player.
Bro, you gotta have for every team. You gotta have projects. That's what sustains you.
I like them with quarterbacks, like with somebody that protects your most valuable asset. You're gonna risk a project with,
because if you feel if he develops, then guess what? Linemen are expensive, bro. Everybody's trying to develop linemen, and you got one of the best line coaches in here. So Dan Rouchard coming in here having a new set of eyes on him. I'm gonna trust if Dan Rouchard feels he's ready. I'm gonna trust that he's ready.
That motherfucker got a long way to go.
We don't trust him better than Semo.
He got a long way.
That's why I say give him a fair shot. Because Semo had the whole offensive line on the ground multiple games.
Wait, he had them on the ground, huh?
They had themselves, but
Okay.
bro, it was always some type of miscommunication.
It was a lot of miscommunication.
Like literally, Kiran's first snap, he didn't know what the
He
hell
didn't
he was
touch
doing.
nobody.
He didn't know what he was doing.
He didn't put his hands on a defender, bro. He
Literally.
almost unalived Caleb, bro.
This man said unalived.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Not
That
the
is
tic
Yo,
tac
do
toe.
y'all care
Tic
about
tac
Caleb,
toe.
bro? Y'all care
We
about
do,
Caleb,
of
right?
course.
Do y'all care about his safety?
He
This
deserves a
motherfucker's
fair shot, bro.
in jeopardy with that motherfucker
He
back
deserves
there.
a fair shot, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, just chill, bro. It was 1 year. Just chill out, bro. Chill out.
Now we communists. Everybody enjoy deserves
Chill
a
out.
shot.
About to be a trade war. What you talking about in here? Come on now, chill. Chill.
That's hilarious, man. Anything less, fellas, before we get up out of here, man?
You're getting closer and closer, man. We getting ready for this draft. Make sure y'all tune in. This is the #1 channel for Chicago Bears news.
Yes, sir. And if y'all want more in-depth NFL talk, me and Steve-O been breaking it down. Can't get a hold of the motherfucker right now, but we've been breaking a lot of stuff down. We supposed to be recording on
Steve-O must have got him another girl. You know, every time Steve-O get a new girl, that first 2 weeks, we don't know what the fuck's going on with Steve-O,
bro.
Bro, it's so
Hey,
funny.
didn't he come back dripping drip? Come back drinking drip.
Having a shot of fucking whiskey. He was like, who's this nigga?
Who the fuck is this?
So yeah, if y'all want more in-depth breakdowns of players and all that stuff, y'all go ahead and slide over there on NFL Central. Me and Steve-O been killing it, knocking out this stuff, talking all things NFL and the players that are about to get ready to slide in. That's NFL Central. We about to take over the #1 spot for that too. So get ready.
Better know it.
You already know what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all go and support them as well over at the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys, because you know they holding it down. And even though I told him to put the link in, he didn't put the link in here. I'm gonna put the link in here for Mr. Owen James with the Bears Huddle podcast. Y'all go and support him. He's over there in the UK. Somebody who had to grow up in Europe partially, and I had to watch Bears games. I already know the work you put in just to support this team. So there you go. Y'all got the link to his channel there. Go and support him. Love you guys. Make sure y'all bear down. You already know what it is. You can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, y'all.
That was respectable, drip. That's real respectable.